What is up, y'all? My name is Robert Donaldson, and today we are continuing to look at these conference tournaments. And in this video, we are going to be taking a look at the Big South. So we are going to go through the bracket. We're going to be talking potential future bets as well. So let's jump right into it here. And to give you an idea, all of these games are going to be played on a neutral court in Charlotte, North Carolina. And last year, this tournament played pretty much all the way chalk outside of a 12-5 upset in the very first round. It was a very fun game with Charleston Southern knocking off UNC Asheville. And listen, it's kind of interesting because that could potentially be a matchup in round two. And UNC Asheville is the number one overall seed in this bracket this year. So potentially some, vengeance on the mind of UNC Asheville there. I could totally see that happening for sure. But let's go to that 8-9 matchup with High Point and Charleston Southern. I'm going to make it a reality. So let's actually take Charleston Southern to advance to the second round of this bracket here. And as we go down to the 7-10 matchup with Campbell and Presbyterian, I like Campbell. I'm going to keep it chalk in the first round here. I think Campbell is a much better team. So let's take Campbell to advance to take on Longwood in the quarterfinals there. But let's go right back to the top of the bracket where we have UNC Asheville, the number one seed, taking on Charleston Southern. And I'm going to be interested to see what the line is in this game, but I love UNC Asheville to cover pretty much whatever it is. So let's take UNC Asheville to advance to the semifinals of the Big South Championship Tournament. And for the 4-5 seed or matchup right here, we have USC Upstate taking on Gardner Webb. I'm going to go Gardner Webb. I really do like this Running Bulldogs team. They have the guard play, I think, to make a potential run. And in that next matchup, I think there's going to be a ball game there. So let's take Gardner Webb to advance to the semifinal round there. And then in our matchup with Longwood and Campbell, I'm going to keep it simple. I love Longwood here. I'm going to keep it chalk. I think Longwood potentially is the best team in this conference. So let's take them to advance to the semifinals here. As we go down to the 3-6 matchup, another great matchup here between Radford and Winthrop. Listen, these are two teams that over the years have really battled it out as far as who is going to get the bid going into the NCAA tournament between these two. Winthrop usually is on the right side of that coin, but Radford this year has had the better year. I think Radford is actually the better team. So let's take Radford here to advance to the semifinal round and take on Longwood. But as we go back up to the top of that semifinal matchup between UNC Asheville and Gardner Webb, I think this is going to be a ball game, potential upset spot. I'm still going to go UNC Asheville here. We'll see what the individual line is for this game. It might be bettable, but for now, taking UNC Asheville to advance the championship game. And then as we go down to that second semifinal matchup between Longwood and Radford, I like Radford. I want to get on board with them. I want to pick something that's not chalk, but I'm going to go chalk there again. I'm going to take Longwood to win. And then as we go to the championship game between UNC Asheville and Longwood, I'm actually going to pull an upset here. So I am going to take Longwood to win this game. So I'm going to have Longwood steal the auto bid out of the South. And then when you look at potential future bets for this tournament, I am kind of leaning towards taking a half unit bet on Longwood. Haven't placed it yet. I think I will end up placing it as far as a Longwood future to win the tournament. I'm going to do some line shopping there, but I do see plus 240 out there. So that's definitely valuable odds for sure. And then when you look at to reach the Big South Championship game, I think you would be remiss if you didn't place a little bit, just a tiny bit, on Gardner Webb to reach the Big South Championship game at plus 150 odds. I think really they just have to beat UNC Asheville because I think they're the better team as far as that USC Upstate Gardner Webb matchup goes. And if they can just beat UNC Asheville, they will be in that tournament or that championship game rather, and that bet will cash. So haven't placed either or bet just yet. I'm going to lay a half unit on Longwood to win the whole thing, and then probably just a half unit on Gardner Webb just to make it to the championship as well. But if you guys have any takes on this conference, if you have different future bets or different takes or opinions on this conference that you would like to express, definitely drop them down in the comment section below. I would love to hear them. Love to hear from you guys. And with all that being said, I will see you in a future video. Take it easy.